to order. Mark is gone. The rest of the board members are present. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At our open forum tonight, Ann Zwaber is going to talk about the culture fair at the high school.
Hi, thank you. Like she said, my name is Ann Zwaber, and I currently am a senior at New Prague High School. And last year, I actually came here to talk about an event that I helped create at the high school called NPAS Culture Fair, Connecting Cultures. And I'm here now today to talk to all of you about the success of this event and what actually has now been created because of it. So at the Culture Fair last year, we had 40 students present within 11 different booths that were representing different cultures, communities, and countries through games, music, food, and most importantly, their stories. And so actually over 600 high schoolers got to attend the fair during the school day within their classes, and then many others got to attend later that evening with also community members. And so because of the successful outcome of the culture fair and the literally overwhelming amount of positive feedback that I received from this, we will be having the culture fair once again this year on March 14th. And students and staff and community members also shared, though, with me that we need to continue to promote and educate each other on the diversity within our community and why it's so important. And this resulted in creating a club at New Prague High School this year. So we created a club called Bridge, which stands for Building Relationships in Diverse Generations, Empowering Equity. And what this club does is help promote and educate about the diversity within our schools and our community, and overall just give a platform for students to share their stories with one another. And so this year we've actually been able to do many different activities within the district so far, and our biggest one was World Kindness Day, where we had teachers and students have a discussion about what kindness really means to them, and through various different activities as well throughout all levels of the schools. And we also had Bridge members be able to greet the students in the morning and after school, and we had everyone wear blue that day because it's cool to be kind. And so Bridge will be the ones hosting the Culture Fair this year, and we really hope that we can have more students present in it and overall have more students, staff, and community members be able to attend so that they can hear each other's stories. So I just want to thank you all for letting me speak to you tonight about this, and I hope I see you all on March 14th. Are there any questions?
What will be the time frame for that?
We're not positive on the time frame yet, but last year we had it in the evening during the conferences for the high school, so I'm assuming we're going to be doing about the same time frame.
You did it during the school day for high school students, right?
Yes.
Have you talked about having the middle school students
We haven't talked about that yet, but we are kind of hoping that maybe the students presenting could also range from middle school to elementary students as well, trying to get them to participate in this as well.
It'd be nice to get the middle schoolers, and if we could get them up there.
Or even we have talked about some feedback we got last year from middle school teachers was having like our own mini culture fair at the middle school as well as a different time. So we're definitely talking about how to execute that.
I think it's also good for the middle schoolers to see the high schoolers presenting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I think I think every year it's gonna get bigger. I mean, you're getting it started right now, and especially, you know, having the Bridge Club or whatever, making it a school-sponsored club's only gonna make it better too. So it's not, I mean, Annie, you got this thing going, you know, and obviously you're not gonna stay here, but she's got the foundation built, so it's gonna continue every year then and get better.
That's the goal.
Which is neat. Yep.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Ann.
Thanks, Ann.
Thank you.
Next, we have the agenda approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Any comments? Someone else is gonna have to take over for Dawn mentioning all our retirees when that happens.
I'm going to talk about one of our retirees.
Okay.
Oh, right. Step up.
Do you want to talk now or in superintendent?
I was going to wait till the superintendent.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Board committee reports. Policy?
We're
No,
meeting, we're
Friday.
meeting soon.
I know we had some to review. Southwest Metro.
We had our first meeting of the year 2 weeks ago. We had it a week earlier than normal because of the fact that the upcoming MSBA conference would have interfered with some of the people attending the meeting. At the meeting, we had our organizational meeting for the year, just like we had here at New Prague, and just had our regular business items after that.
CPAC.
No meeting scheduled for CPAC.
Community Ed, have they met yet this year? Wellness Committee?
No.
And Early Childhood?
No.
All right, Superintendent reports.
All right. Well, first, I want to acknowledge Pat Mickus, who's retiring as a custodian for us. He has been here working in New Prague School District since 1981, so he's been here 37 years and 4 months. And Don Dvorak told me he's the second longest New Prague employee ever. So, yeah, and Pat's just a good person, has done a great job for us. And I know when I was a principal, he's been at the middle school mainly as a custodian since the time I've been here, which is only probably a third of the time he's been working here. But we're going to miss him, and we want to wish him the best. But this week, January 31st is his last day, so we want to wish him the best. Other things, the high school Snowball Week, which is going to be abbreviated Snowball Week here. We've got, obviously, with the cold weather, we had the snow last night, so today, Monday, no school today, and then the next couple days, we just canceled school for the next 2 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's basically the cold weather. We had a webinar today, the superintendents did with the National Weather Service, and basically there's a cold weather warning, and you know, there's an advisory and there's a warning. Advisory is if it's between minus 25 to minus 35 wind chill, but once it gets over minus 35, it becomes a warning. And there's obviously concerns if students are out anywhere 5-10 minutes, they could get frostbite. So whether waiting for a bus or walking to school or anything like that. So concerns there. So after many emails and phone calls, pretty much was consensus around this area here for all school districts to cancel school the next 2 days. So going back to Snowball, like I said, abbreviated, hopefully we'll be back in school Thursday. And it might even, you know, that's what our hope is. I know with Snowball, we have the coronation. Nicole Adams, the principal, informed me today, will be on Friday. And they have a semi-formal dance on Saturday evening. So that's what that looks at right now. Other things, congratulations to the students with the one-act play. They moved on from the subsections this past week. They finished in the top 3, and they will be competing this Saturday at Chaska. And if you don't know it, the play they're putting on is called the basketball play, which is a student-written play. I saw, was it a rehearsal that one Saturday, Kitten? Yep, and it was fantastic. It was great meaning, great message, and also some good laughs there, and the kids did an outstanding job, so we wish them the best also. And I guess that's it. I mean, I could sit here and talk a little bit more about cancellations, but I think I'll end it right now.
Thank you. Action items, long-term facilities maintenance.
Good evening. Operations approached me in December to talk about adding a LTFM, long-term facility maintenance project for this fiscal year. It's lighting, upgrading the lighting in the high school, Falcon Ridge, Raven Stream, and Eagle View parking lots, upgrading that to LED lighting. And per the rules for the LTFM, we have plenty of revenue, but if we add a large project, I need to take this back to the board for approval and resubmit it to MDE. So they're showing our most recent plan. So the total proposal is $150,000. That includes all 4 schools. The current lighting is in disrepair, and we could no longer buy replacement fixtures to repair it. So the proposal is to retrofit to LED almost all of the exterior lighting. Right, the reason to do it so quickly is twofold. One is that we could possibly see, Craig is hearing on the market that we could see a 20% increase in fixture costs if we hold off until next fiscal year, as well as there's currently lighting rebates on LED lighting projects that may not be available long-term. So we want to take advantage of those. We can use our current lot poles and wiring for the upgrade. And in addition to saving increased costs potentially and getting rebates, LED lighting is more energy efficient, so our electricity costs will go down for those buildings, as well as the LED lighting is very little maintenance, so it will save time on our maintenance staff as well. So the new plan that you have there shows the highlighted site projects. That's for the updated 2019 was increased to 195,450. I'm just asking for approval for that tonight, and Craig can move on with this project. Any questions?
Just a comment, at the Minnesota School Board conference, it was quite a hot item in terms of vendors. There were a lot of vendors that were promoting LED lighting, so I think hopefully we'll get a pretty good bid on it as far as...
Yeah, Craig feels good about the bid. Yep, he feels very good about the bid.
Any other questions? Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. School board committees. We discussed this at our work session earlier this month. We just need to formally approve the assignments.
I'll make a motion to approve the assignments for the committees.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. And we have an update on the Fitness and Aquatic Center.
Yeah, I asked Sandy to present, the finances membership. We just had a joint powers meeting before this meeting today, and yeah, things are looking up, and I just want Sandy to show you some of the numbers and see if you have any questions in regards to that. So just giving you an update on things.
Okay. So we have 2 types of members. We have loyalty members, which are members that sign up for a full year, and they get a discounted rate if they sign up for a full year. So this is ongoing revenue on a monthly basis for the Fitness and Aquatic Center. So this is a chart that I'm keeping updated. When we first originally planned to do the fitness piece, I was working off of a 70% retention from the Mayo Fitness Center and 15% additional. We figured we'd get new memberships as well. So the first line there is the blue line, and that indicates what we felt that 70% retention plus the 15% growth is in each of the single, dual, family, senior, dual senior, and youth. And then the other bars are, we have the November 26th, so that was shortly after our open house, kind of a number we had in November. Then I also have numbers for January 3rd and just this morning, so you can see that we're growing. The last bar is kind of a light aqua, maybe, and that's what I projected where we'd be on March 1st. So you can see that in all cases, we are higher than where I thought we'd be on March 1st, so that's very good news. Total memberships were at 459, and I projected we'd be at 382 on March 1st. You can see our singles are down slightly from what the fitness center had. However, our families are so much higher because they didn't really have they had family memberships, but you had to be 14 to work out. So they had very few family memberships. And so we have really increased the families. And with the addition of the gym space, which the kids have found very, they take advantage of that a lot. We're doing very well. As far as the silvers, that includes silver and fit, silver and silver sneakers. The fitness center, we figured we'd be at 325, or they were at 325 actually. They had about 1,000 members, and about a third of them were silver fit, silver sneakers. Right now, we're at almost 500.
Oh.
And we don't get, we only get revenue for when they attend. So we get so much every time they attend, to a maximum of 12 visits a month. But our silver and fit, silver sneakers revenue for December was significantly higher than it's been in the past. And so that's very positive numbers as well. So overall, our membership's going very well. And we just added a new family today. I was down there, I don't remember when, early afternoon. We just added another family today. So really it's being sold by word of mouth and doing very well on memberships. We also have some month-to-month memberships. So this is where they have to pay a $45 fee to join, and then they don't sign up for a full year. So their rate's higher, but they don't have to pay a cancellation fee like the loyalty memberships would have to pay. And right now we have 89 month-to-month memberships, and they can cancel at any time. But still, that's more than what we thought we'd have, frankly, when we explored this.
And when we had that planning team, get things ready for this whole membership thing, and that's one of the big changes that we have compared to what Mayo Clinic Health System or the other fitness places in town is. They're mainly month to month, but the loyalty one you saw, you have them for a full year. So financially, from a stability standpoint, financially standpoint, that's a good thing. But we still want to maintain that option for people. If they just wanted to go month to month, it might be a little bit higher, but they have more flexibility. So, but it's still good.
Yep. And so right now we have over 1,000 memberships and over almost 2,000, 1,900 individuals. So if you're a family of 4, that counts 4. So 1,040 memberships and 1,860 members or individuals. And it's very busy down there.
Very busy.
Very busy.
We probably can't remember this, but what do you think we had for memberships when it was just the aquatic center?
Oh boy, maybe 150, 125.
So we're taking in much more revenue now. And if you go, in the morning, it's busy 5 to 6. It's very busy every weekday. And then mid-morning, about 8, when the seniors come in from 8 to 10, 10:30, the parking lot is packed. And it's a great social, just a great social hub for everybody, including the seniors, and the way they have it set up in the hallway downstairs. And Sandy mentioned, you're going to talk about admissions?
I'm not going to
Okay,
talk,
but
you can,
anyway,
yep.
we have daily admissions. We thought we'd go down, just with family memberships and everything, but that is
Staying pretty stable from
Stable.
before the fitness center, yeah.
And today, for example, no school, the gym was very, very busy. That's been one of the big assets for a family membership, but it's also, we get a lot of daily admissions. And I think pretty soon some families are going to realize we probably should get a membership instead of giving their kids $6 every time to come. But we anticipate the next 2 days.
Yeah, that's true.
It's probably going to be very busy there.
Have
That's
there
not why
been-
I canceled school either.
Have there been parking issues? or
That's
is it
probably,
working out?
Megan Geeson, who's our manager of the fitness part of it, would probably say if there's been a complaint, that is really the only complaint that's been consistent is that. Yes, there are parking spaces, but it can be when it's busy, especially weekday mornings, they're going to have to walk a little bit farther than what they're used to. So that's probably the one thing, but that's something, basically, it's out of our control. But We
And
just-
January and February are the highest
Right,
months, so
right.
right now it's the peak.
Is there room to expand parking there or not?
No. Yeah, we have what we have. I mean, but people can park.
You
know,
can
there's,
park up here and walk.
yeah, there's always space up here. There's, and there's always space on the back side of the aquatic center. And then there's street parking too on one side that never is filled up either, but it's just a little bit,
I've complained yet?
no.
Every once in a while, I'll go through and I'll see a lot of vehicles
Yeah.
parked
And
on
only
the
park
street.
on one side of the street
Yeah,
there,
we changed
so-
that, so
Oh,
yeah,
good.
it's just one side of the street, which is
One
much,
side.
it was the type of street that, it's a narrow street already, and it was crazy, and we had the ALC back then, and we had buses coming down there, and people parked on both sides of the streets. It was not a good situation. It's much better now, with just parking on, one side, which is, it's on the school side, right? Yeah, school side. So, I think
And Megan and Heather are doing a great job, with programming and getting new members and, swimming lessons, fitness challenges, getting groups in. I mean, they're doing a fantastic job. So compared to last year at this time, I think we're sitting in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
I
Is it
saw
used-
Ravenstream had a family fun night there.
Yep, we have
last Saturday, was that it?
Ravenstream, yeah, how many people? 400 or 400 people. Falcon Ridge has got a family fun night coming up. The middle school student council, middle school's got something coming up. Yeah, they got things going on all the time right now.
At the aquatic center?
Yep. So
Birthday parties and things like
That's-
that, are they?
that was
Going
slow a
good
little
too?
bit in 2 weeks in December, but she said it's pretty much booked every,
Great.
what'd she say, 5 parties every weekend at least? So, yeah, birthday parties have been very popular. So,
Good.
yeah, it's just getting better and better. So, if I compare this to this time last year, it was depressing last year. And we had to do something different, and it's worked out, I think it's worked out better than we thought initially. And
Yep.
we've got, like Sandy said, we got 2 great managers. Heather has got the aquatics, and Megan Geeson has got and they work well together. I mean, they work together, but,
And Angelica, as the office assistant, has been working very
Yeah.
hard and they make a really good team.
and they've got the people helping out in the fitness assistant managers. Most of them, like Janelle Maxa, have worked at the Mail system and have been great. And then they got all the same group exercise instructors basically that they had over at Mail. So, yeah, it's going well. So I just want to give you an update and let you know.
Are we
something.
trying to do anything to encourage people from other communities to use it as well? I know, the usage from New Prague is very good, but are we doing anything to try to promote it among the?
Yeah,
other
they're in
communities?
communication I'll give you an example with the director at Jordan, especially on the aquatic side, because, they have a gym and they got those things, but on the aquatic side for lessons, and they're reaching out on the club stuff, and they claim, I mean, we're doing a lot of marketing and stuff online, but we're also, like they said, we're getting a lot of memberships, a lot of daily admissions. It's word of mouth. A lot of it's word of mouth. And if people have positive experience there, they're going to talk to other people. Anything else? All right, thanks, Sandy.
Now we need to enter a closed session for the purpose of labor negotiations. If I could get a motion to do that?
I'll make a motion to go into closed session for that purpose.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0.